let's it's Sunday. I got this Friday. I didn't do a great deal on it. Only worked on it a hour or two yesterday. So Sunday morning, my wife's at work. I'm gonna see just how much I can get done. I'm kind of hoping to get the mill up on the stand today. So anyway, first thing is this was laying on the pallet and the door was flopping open when I got it. How this latch works, and I know you can't really see it from that angle, but the handle locks in. There's a push button, pops it out, and then you turn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have it straight up and down, and I know I want this piece sticking straight out to the right, or sticking straight out as if it were into the door. It's an M6x1, fairly short one, about 10 millimeter long. Okay, now that's too tight. So wouldn't be surprised if there's supposed to be, there should probably be some kind of spacer behind it. Which is why it, and if there's not, because what happens is the load, when you tighten it down, load goes onto the body here and drags. And there's not enough lip in there to for it to catch, to put the load onto the center. So we get what we get. It may turn out I need to put some Loctite on this nut, this bolt. So obviously that's why the other one fell out, because vibration back and forth, you know, just this little bit here, it keeps loosening up. But at least I can close the door and keep it closed for now. That's really all I care about. Nicknoid things like that. If the door rattles, I'll figure that out later. Need to get the big strokes, the broad strokes done. I'll do the fine detail work a little later. Alright guys, the goal today is to get that mill up on this stand. I have the lift, the engine hoist, out in the truck, and I'm going to put that thing together, and I want to bring it in here, and I want to see exactly how high it lifts, how much clearance I need, so I know what part of the garage I can do it in here. Is clearance going to be so tight that I got to make sure I clear the light bulbs, you know, which is going to dictate where it goes, or if I can get it up high enough without worrying about the light bulbs, that opens up a lot more options for where I can set it. And in that case, I might be able to just set the stand where I want it in the end, get it leveled up, put it on. If it's extremely tight, I'll put the stand in one spot. I'll level it up enough so that it doesn't tweak or anything like that while, you know, when I set it down. I'll loosely put the bolts in, put the nuts on, but I'll leave it loose so it can slip, and then I'll move it into position, and that way it can slip around a little bit, and as I level the stand, it won't bind. So that's the plan for today. Let's go set up the stand. I haven't put one of these tight together before, so basically we're going to put it together, figure it out. The kids loading the truck made it look so easy. That's not very cool. I'm done for the day. Yeah, it looks like it goes in that way. One of the, if you can see it from there, it's got a long tab. That way when it goes in, it won't fall out. Ooh-wee. I would have air over hydraulic. I want to make sure I can get the leveler, which you can't see. There we go. I want to make sure I can get that hooked up to here. This loop here is welded together, so the only way to get it off of there is to take the bolt out. It's not going to allow me any twisting. So there's no swivel factor, but I can move it a little bit there. I've got one length of chain here. Hooks on either ends. I can take the hooks off, that's not a problem, but basically what I'm going to need to do is start, come up to the hoist, go down to the bar, loop around, maybe bolt it, go to the other side of the machine, loop around, bolt it, go up to the hoist and back down to the hole there. So that's not really good. I left that in an up position, not down. Yeah, not too cool. I snugged that up some more and alright, well maybe with load on it it'll do a little better. Oh, that dang, that bolt's sticking out there. It's rubbing on both sides, that's how close it is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Probably should watch attention what I'm running into. Kicking the casters out should help keep it from rolling. My garage is on a slope. Slight slope, enough to be annoying. Okay. Okay, that does fit in there. I can let that down just a hair. It's measured to the center, but it's leaning this way because of the weight of the handle. And that hook just fits, so it's not falling out of there until I decide to take it out. Considering this is right below the servo there, I think I'm okay. Now the challenge is going to be how this thing tilts forward and backwards, you know, as to how accurate I can get this chain. And if the front's really loose, back's too tight, the whole thing, the leveler, it'll pull back into the servo motor, because this thing will want to tip forward. You know, so actually the servo motor will come forward into the thing. So don't even think about it. Same thing on this side, but because of the hook, I want to come from here. I could even count the number of links if I wanted to get that, you know, really accurate, which is probably what I'm going to do. Difference being is I think I'm going to add an extra link because that one's got to bow out a little bit, and I want to put some protector in there basically. So anyway, let's see if we can get it close. Now, if the chain falls, the weight, it's going to drop the hook like that. So I'm going to bring the hook in from the back side here. Okay, less of a chance that it can fall out. Okay. I'll lift it up a little bit. Check some chain links. Okay. Now that matches. How many links do I have? 29. I'm a freaking 1/8 of an inch. Oh. I'm gonna do a little walk around here just so you can see how everything's close and fits and everything. And you know, if the disclaimer's in the same video, this is how I'm doing it. It closely resembles what I've seen you know, in the manual. I counted the number of links back here too. The links from the top down to where the bolt went in and how many links wrapped around. Okay. Part of the tilt here still is the weight of the handle on the other side there. So now when I lift it up and see whether or not it's balanced well, stuff like that, then I'll worry about the chain and the cables back here. And I'll probably take them and just bring them up and set them over here, or I'll bring them around the front and set them on the table.